All right, Rob, electric finish, the final home game of the season. Just start with an opening statement.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I want to thank Henry, you, Chris, AJ, and everyone for covering the team all year. You guys do an amazing job, and I get millions of texts and stuff after these press conferences and highlight reels. So appreciate that. I appreciate these guys, the team, and my coaching staff. Eric Ma, Eric Supley, John Garvey, Rich Janeway, Jacob, and Coach Fink. I mean, it's been an amazing year, and it takes every bit of these pieces of the puzzle and every player. So super proud of the way we finished down the stretch. Today was awesome. It's kind of like we've been waiting all year. We haven't had a walk-off win, and this was about as close as you can get to it. Just waiting for that magical moment, and it kind of, three of them happened all in a row, and capped off by Matteo's amazing pinch hit, two-run homer from down one in the ninth. But that was Eddie hitting a homer on his birthday today, and Keegren fouling one off his knee and barely being able to walk and saying, "Leave me in," and hitting a homer on the next pitch. And Aidan on 4 days rest, pitched Sunday, pitching today Friday, going 4 innings for us when we needed it the most. So full team effort, amazing job by our pitchers all weekend long, because that is a unbelievable offense that they have statistically, and we really held them down for all 3 days. So great win, awesome for the guys, and now we sit back and hope for good things to happen for us.
Matteo, we'll start with you. Just walk me through that home run, what you saw that at bat, and how'd you feel rounding the bases?
He was throwing a lot of first pitch cutters or cutters early in the zone, and I was just thinking, you're going to get one, don't miss it. And when I hit it, I knew it off the bat, so it felt good.
Just kind of walk me through your Hilltop experience this year. I know you've been at another WCC school, but what about San Francisco was so special?
It's really nice being in the heart of the city. The coaching staff's been amazing and very supportive, and it's been fun. It's close to home, so it's been a good time.
Aidan, for you, just kind of walk me through how you were feeling. Coach mentioned you had a little bit of a shorter rest than normal, but overall it seemed like you were pretty much yourself out there.
Yeah, I think for me today it was just about, giving the team all I had, and wasn't sure how many innings I was going to go necessarily, but I knew I was going to be going in the end of the game, and so I had to bring some energy. And yeah, just kind of trying to fill up the zone as much as I can, and we were able to score some runs. The homer was tough, but I'm happy that I was able to respond. So.
Kind of similar to Matteo, this year is your first year at USF. What has Coach Rob and the coaching staff and just the school meant to you?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's taught me so much about being a man, being a baseball player, and Coach Supley has done an unbelievable job kind of unraveling some of my bad habits at my previous place. And yeah, I mean, I've had so many good friendships here, and I'm going to miss the guys so much. They mean so much to me, and we've made so many memories, and I have zero regrets, and it's been awesome.
Specifically, your rotation this year, 3 grad students, just kind of speak on that and what that meant to you.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I live with those guys, and we kind of set on a mission to go and put the WCC on notice a little bit, and it's friendships, and it's playing baseball, and it's everything that means so much to me, and I'm awesome. It's just awesome to be here.
Matteo, middle of the order, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits today, 4 RBIs. Just what you see out of your teammates in those at bats?
They just wanted it. We got hot at the right time, so everyone's been playing for each other, and you can tell, and it's been showing. And I think that's been the biggest flip or switch that's flipped for us in this part of the season.
Rob, the last few weeks it seems like Dylan Brown has been pretty nails at the end of the games. What did you see in the 9th inning out of him?
Yeah, we had a different plan if we were losing, but once we started rallying, I said we got to go with Dylan. He's closed games for us before, back end guy, and he just has an arsenal of pitches that makes it really uncomfortable for the batter. His only struggles come from when he gets himself in trouble and falls behind guys. But it was awesome about the 5th inning when thing wasn't really going to plan. I mean, we wanted to go Soberone and Risse after Lance for the rest of the game, and that was going to be it. But could tell right away we weren't going to get all the way where we needed to go. So Dylan wasn't even really on the morning plan, and I went up to him in the 5th and said, "You got anything in the tank?" And he said, "Absolutely." And that's what I'm looking for, just guys that want to fight. And I knew if that opportunity came up, he would give us everything he had, and that's really all we're asking for right now.
Eddie and Pat, arguably 2 of the best power hitters in the conference. Just what have they meant to your lineup, not only today, but throughout the year?
Everything. Pat should be the conference player of the year, in my opinion, and Eddie should be the rookie of the year. And it just shows he's our our best player as far as what he brings to the table, Pat, every day. The 2 weeks he missed when he got hit in the face with a pitch, we lost all 6 conference games, and I think that's very telling of the heart he has and how these guys rally around him. And as Pat goes, we usually go, and then Eddie's just a phenom. It's amazing what he can do as a freshman. It's like he's a machine out there. It's like you don't really see it a lot in baseball where you're like, here comes a guy that can hit a homer and they do it. And it's like he does it almost every time. You get that sense, and I've said this a lot. You don't go to the bathroom and you don't take a break when Eddie's stepping in the box. You know something special can happen at any time. So Pat deserved everything that happened for him this year. He's been here for 4 years of a lot of downs and very few ups, but any accolade he gets, he deserves because he's really fought. And Eddie is obviously the future of what we're building.
You touched on the positives of the year, but how does it feel to cap off the year with your first sweep?
Yeah, it's didn't even look at it in those terms, but more so it just feels cool to finish the year with 6 out of 7 down the stretch, and just the fight these guys showed. They early in the year we challenged them and we questioned, are we tough enough to win tough games? Because it seemed like the only games we were winning were the ones where kind of our offense would separate by a lot of runs, and then you didn't have to, you didn't have to hang on. You were up by enough, and those nip and tuck games, I think we learned a lot from them. And down the stretch here, I think, like Matteo said, these guys just said, whatever, man, we're just going to fight for each other, play hard, and see what happens. And sometimes when you release the weight of the world off your shoulder, you start playing the game a lot faster, looser, and free. And pretty much the whole month of May, I mean, it's really turned for us when we went to Reno on that Monday at Nevada with a very short squad, about 26 guys on the travel list. And we didn't win every game after that point, but I could see in that dugout, I was like, all right, this team's got more fight than we've shown so far. So if we can get it out of them and do our job as coaches, it's going to come out. And I think our coaching staff did a really good job of just letting these guys play fast and loose, and it's been pretty special to watch.
Personally, for you, end of year 3, just kind of reflect on where you started and where you are now and the positives in between.
Yeah, you couldn't start in a tougher spot than when we got here, in my opinion, and it was a lot more challenging than even I thought it would be. There was a lot of underlying things that I didn't realize we were going to have to overcome, and it's taken every bit of the 3 years. But we've always had good people and our players fighting hard for us, and that's why I get so emotional. Like when I wanted to get JT his moment coming off the field there, because he's someone who fought tooth and nail to just be a part of this roster every single year. Nothing was promised to him, and I just hugged him at the end and said, thank you for sticking with us through all this. And that's the same for Pat. And, I mean, you look at Santier, he would rather die on the field than give in, and he's given everything he has. And then the Soberones, the Rizzies, the Mateos, guys who our record wasn't very good when these guys committed to us. And they still saw something in what we were trying to build and believed in us, and I'll forever be indebted to them. I'm very excited about the future. I know this year's not over, in my opinion. We still got a chance, and if they let us in, I think we could do some damage. But 26 wins from where we started, even this year, 10 days ago, it didn't seem like it was realistic. So trajectory's up. This is an awesome place to play. These guys could tell you, couldn't be prouder of where we are after 3 years.